In this video, we are going to break down what is metabolic health. But first, my name is Dr. Erica Steele. I'm a board certified naturopathic doctor. I hold 6 degrees in my field, and they're all in the natural healthcare space. This month, I will be launching a metabolic health course. You can see the link below, and we will go over all the things metabolic health with visual aids and diagrams and all the things, right? And also, too, I have a complimentary webinar if you want to go deeper with me to understand metabolic health and really understand practically what you can do to improve metabolic health. So check the link out for that. And then also check the link for any of our other courses, as well as really to get connected with our Discord community where I share resources all the time, answer questions, hold private events, etc. So, all right, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about what metabolic health is. I'm going to break it down into 3 stages, if you will. We'll first focus on digestion and assimilation. Then we'll go on to metabolism, right? And I know digestion and assimilation kind of has a little bit of a lag over, but we'll go digestion first, then metabolism second, and then detoxification third. So we'll start off at the top. So when we're digesting, we look at what we're eating. And in biochemistry, we focus on our 3 macronutrients, our proteins, which help our body to repair and heal, our carbohydrates for short-term energy, and there is some debate about that, but we'll just stick with that. And then our fats, which are for more long-term energy stores, which again, I think there's a little bit of debate with that too. So anyway, so for the sake of this simplicity, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, we have all of those. And then we break those things down. So how do we break them down? We break them down in our stomach. So we break our digestive system down into sections, right? We have our, what we put in our mouth, and then how we're breaking that down into our stomach. And so we need certain nutrients for that process to happen. We need, for instance, we need B complexes to break down carbohydrates, as an example. We need hydrochloric acid to be able to break down proteins. A lot of people are hydrochloric acid deficient, meaning they have low stomach acid. If you have, let's say, heartburn or indigestion, or you feel like you kind of, after you eat, you kind of have that little lump there, that's a sign that you maybe don't have enough stomach acid. So you're not breaking down your proteins into amino acids. So we have what we're eating, and a lot of people, unfortunately, are not eating balanced with their diet. They're unconscious to what they're eating, and also too, they're eating processed foods, or they're eating healthy as they believe, but because, especially in America, because the food supply has GMOs and herbicides and pesticides, they're also eating a lot of poison and toxicity. So I definitely encourage people to grow their own food, and I have videos about that. When we look at what you're eating, we balance those macros. Then we make sure you're breaking it down, because even if you're eating a healthy diet, doesn't mean you're digesting and assimilating it. So we want to make sure you're breaking that down so that you're able to fully metabolize. So once you go from your food, now you're getting into, once you break that down, there's a doorway to the metabolism called acetyl-CoA. And so that's that doorway. And then it goes into your metabolism. So what you're metabolizing in your liver, and all of those nutrients you're also assimilating in your small intestine. So you broke it down in your stomach, you ate it in your mouth, broke it down in your stomach, metabolizing in your liver, and now you're assimilating those nutrients left over in your small intestine. So when you are metabolizing, which is all the chemical processes, you're breaking down your macro into micro. So you're breaking down those big molecules into now small molecules. So now you're getting your vitamins and your minerals, you're assimilating those into the system, and now your body is using it as energy. So imagine, when you're eating, you're fueling your car, and now with this metabolism, this is like all of that fuel running in the engine of your car. So it's either going to run optimally, it's going to either run slowly, it's going to run, hopefully, I mean, in most people, it's running somewhat, just not optimally and slowly. And there's tests that we could look at to determine all of this stuff. But that's pretty much in essence what's happening. And then we eliminate waste, right? We eliminate waste through our kidneys, our blood supply, also obviously through our large intestines. So that's that last phase. So on the other doorway, so there's 2 doorways to metabolism. One's acetyl-CoA and the other is NAD. And so now it's moving into the electron transport chain. And so it's in 4 chambers, and now we're detoxifying through that. And so you have to have enough energy to detoxify, which is why I tell people all the time, don't just jump into detoxification. A lot of people do that. They go, oh, I'm not feeling well because I'm not eating healthy and I'm not doing the things I know, drink enough water and moving and that kind of thing. So now I'm going to go detoxify, but they don't have enough metabolic energy to do so. So what happens? They make themselves sick. They're itching, they're scratching, they're doing all kinds of things. Or, they they do the crash detox and then they're right back, eating McDonald's or whatever every single day. So, we want to make sure that we're doing this in order, which is why understanding metabolic health and proper metabolic health is so important, in getting away from some of the kind of fads or, supplement, sales people, whatever. I'm not a supplement salesperson. You really want to get the diet first and foremost balanced to 80%. If you don't get the diet 80% and you're just taking all these kinds of supplements, you're going to be dependent upon supplements, number one, and you're not going to know what is actually working or not working. So we want to make sure we improve. So there can be breakdowns anywhere in that process of digestion, metabolism, and detoxification. And so that's where laboratory really comes in handy. So I look at a basic lab panel, your basic blood panel that you would get in primary with a couple different added nutritional markers. So I look at that, and then from there, I can go deeper. I can look at organic acids, which is going to look at your small intestines and really tell me, it starts to paint a deeper picture in terms of what's going on. I can also look at like a SpectraCell micronutrient panel, which looks at your white blood cells and looks at how much vitamin and mineral status is going on. I can look at a hair mineral analysis to really determine, okay, does this person have heavy metals that are impacting? And I can see it in organic acids too. Or really it tells me kind of the metabolism and what's going on with that energy exchanges. So there's a lot of different panels that I look at. Just because I can test, it doesn't mean I do. I'm not a big believer in just, throwing every test out in the sun. I want to make sure that I do it in an organized way so we don't go through information overload. That's just a little synopsis of what metabolic health is. If you have any questions about metabolic health, please shoot them in the comments below. And of course, like, share, subscribe for more.